This is episode 5 of building an epoxy coffee table. Today we're building the mold. So I gotta cut a few of these scrap pieces of wood and then we'll drill them together.
Doesn't really matter how long it is, as long as it's over 4 inches.
So as you know, I drew the line on this side, 6 inches. Then I did one on this side, 6 inches. Now it doesn't really matter, but since it was professionally cut, I wanted to do it on the sides with the flattest surface because I'll put that side on the ground and it'll be perfectly level. The top doesn't matter because I'm not filling the epoxy to the top of the mold. I'm just covering all my bases. I have all this wood, so I might as well just play it as safe as possible. The reason I'm trying to get that perfect is because there's like a little channel under there and I want my saw to go through it. I don't want to cut the plastic sawhorses because it'll just be a mess. Okay, now comes the hard part. Okay, so first I'm gonna cut this down to, it's 8 feet. I'm gonna cut it down to 55 inches. Badly. Wow. Didn't think that was gonna happen. Okay, so this piece here is 15 inches long, which means half of that is 7.5. So it's not worth cutting 2 6-inch pieces. So I'm just gonna cut this piece straight in half, and my mold is gonna look a little funky, but it doesn't have to be beautiful. So I'm just gonna cut this in half. Measure. This isn't 7.5. I measured 6.5. Are you fucking kidding me? Knew that was gonna happen. I mean, not that it really matters, but because I've been preaching that it doesn't matter, but I am a perfectionist. Measure twice, cut once. That's a great rule. Okay, so this is what it's gonna roughly look like. A little bit over on each side, and it's a little bit taller. Obviously, it's not gonna be this tall. It's gonna be like this tall. But again, here on Harrison White's Builder's Experience, it's we play it safe, okay? That's just what we do. I need to get all of this sawdust out. There cannot be any dust in this mold when we pour, because it'll make the epoxy look dirty. So we gotta get the sawdust out. Gonna do that real quick. I'll see you back here when I screw. Well, that sounded weird. When I start screwing. Weird again. Okay, I'll see you back here when I start screwing in the boards. I am gonna screw the sides in now. We're gonna do pilot holes, then screws. And I got it set up on this half of the ping pong table. Watch this. It's really sturdy. Alright, it's done. Well, it's not done, but the mold is assembled. Last thing I'm gonna do tonight is line it with silicone. Now this is gonna make sure that none of that epoxy drips through the cracks onto my dad's garage floor. I was recommended to use black silicone because first of all, I heard it's easier to come off, but I think the main reason that is because you can see it with the other, well, sorry, it's not silicone, it's Dynaflex Ultra. It's just like a sealant. So I'm gonna line the corners and edges with it real quick. It is fully waterproofed. Hoping it's gonna dry by tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll be back and I'll be pouring my first coat of epoxy. Just a little bottom coat, just so that I can have something to put my skateboards on top of. Also, once it dries, I'll be able to see any holes, see if it settled and maybe made a hole to one of the cracks. If I want to, I can put some sealant there if I want. I doubt I'll have to. Feeling good. All right, that is the end of episode 5. Please subscribe. Please like this. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you tomorrow with an update. If all goes well, I'll see you tomorrow. First coat of epoxy. After this whole project, I'll have a cost video, and I'll have just a start to finish video, just so that you can see it all in one video, like one 10-minute video. All right, cheers.